All right, well, moving on to our next topic, Micah. What is your thought about women wearing pants?
What is my thought about
What,
women
is,
wearing
what does the
pants?
Bible say
Yeah,
about
that's
women wearing
better.
pants? That's better, yeah.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. We've discussed doing this as an episode like maybe 6 or 7 times now.
Can't imagine why it keeps getting put on the back burner.
Well, it just keeps coming up, and it's so interesting because there are some like very traditional, fundamentalist, conservative groups out there that say that to wear pants for a woman is wrong. And they'll go back to this verse in the law that says a woman should not dress as a man, and a man should not dress as a woman. And they'll say like, well, pants, that's a man's garment.
Right.
So women, in order to be feminine, you don't wear pants. Forgetting, presumably, that when this was written, pants were not really in existence. Men were wearing things that today might actually look more skirt-ish, as, just a long piece of fabric. So I'm not saying that's license for a man to go wear a skirt, but like, it just seems like almost a silly topic because the Bible is so clear that it's specifically talking about like cross-dressing and
Right.
not about a specific article of clothing
Right.
being for these people or these people.
There's a scripture, I forget what it is. It is written, let your heart be adorned. Don't worry about the outer trappings. Let your heart be adorned with humility and meekness and love. And that's what God really wants.
Yeah, and that's an interesting verse to bring up because so often that one does get brought up to talk about modesty. Like, oh, well, people are wearing flashy clothes or they're so worried about their outward appearance. We need to be modest, which means not showing your skin. And I'm not saying that like Christians should have free reign to just wear everything and anything. Like there is a level of, I would say, just culturally even inappropriate. And I say for like a church setting, obviously you have appropriate, you know what I mean? You need to be like guided in a certain direction. But those verses that talk about modesty are talking very specifically about wearing like a lot of gold, a lot of jewelry, like looking very regal.
Right.
You're coming together to be one. And some people are setting themselves apart with their dress being like, look at me. And that's not the point of worship. We might actually say that's like, like wear your best to services. It's like, well, if that's meant to be respectful to God and to show a heart of, I want to take him seriously and I want to be prepared to come before him, like, okay, that's all good. If it's wearing your best to say like, look at what my best is, like I'm looking so much better than everybody else here, or look how much money I spent, time I spent, look how much more seriously I take it. All right, then you have not adorned your heart. So
Right.
It goes back to your point, like adorning the heart is the most important thing.